Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program, fuckers. And today I'd like to ask the question, is Rolex a connoisseur's choice? Now, this is a very interesting question. My good friend Johnny Jarzen, he's the wonderful fucker who sent me a bottle of Johnny Walker Platinum. He actually liked my connoisseur video. That's the watch connoisseur, where I spoke about people who were really enthusiasts for watches, and he's posted me an email where he says, do I think Rolex is a connoisseur's brand? And this is such an interesting question. And you know, I tell you something, I got a scotch. My good friend Brian, hello Brian, from Zircon Security and Debt Recovery. He sent me a bottle of scotch. It was an Indian scotch called Amrut Fusion, and I wanted to hate it. It's Indian. It's not Scotch. It's not from Scotland. It's you know, it's got all these fucking things. I thought it'd be nasty. I thought it'd be harsh. I thought it'd be, you know, like an Indian's opinion of a Rolls Royce. You know, tacked on class and. But I got to tell you something. I tasted the scotch and it was fucking amazing. It's one of the best scotches in the world. And I would love to say to all my fans and viewers and haters out there, no, Rolex is not a connoisseur's choice because it's so passé. It's so mass marketed. But I'm afraid to tell you, the Rolex product is fucking good. It is a fucking good product. And, you know, I wish I could say to you, no, it's not a connoisseur's choice with a snobby, upper middle class British accent. But fuckers, I can't lie to you. The Rolex range itself, we're not talking about Cellinis, we're talking about any of the oyster perpetuals, any oysters, they're fucking good watches. And this is the thing. Is Rolex a connoisseur's brand? And I think you can answer that by saying definitely is. And the thing I like about the Rolex, what makes it a connoisseur's choice, is its genre is different to other connoisseur brands. Like Patek, it's the movement, it's the fine watchmaking, it's the delicacies, the attention to detail. For other brands like, say, you look at Breguet, it's the history, it's the, you know, the coin edging on the case. It's just little things like that that make the Breguet special. With Rolex, it's reliability, durability, and longevity. That's what makes the Rolex so special. I mean, look, you look at a Rolex movement, and there's not a lot of hand finishing there. It's not like a Patek where, you know, there's gold wheels that are polished with, you know what I'm saying? It's a different genre. And Rolex has to be admired because they didn't copy anyone else's idea of class. They just built damn good watches. Reliable, waterproof watches. And there's a lot to be said for that. They've marked their own ground there. And I mean, look, Rolex itself, yes, it is. The thing I hate about Rolex is it's a bit mass market. They produce such huge numbers. It's very cliched. Everyone wants a Rolex, which, you know, they're very much like Mercedes-Benz. You know, they're expensive. Some would say overpriced, but they're the benchmark which everyone determines a luxury car or a luxury watch by. Rolex really is one of the greatest watch brands of all time. And I mean, I honestly, if you're not a watch lover, now this is the thing that grits. If you're not a watch lover and you say you want a good luxury watch, I'd recommend Rolex. Okay, so that's what grits, because the connoisseur would say, oh, well, that's not a connoisseur's choice then, is it? but it is, because the Rolex is just so damn usable. And this is the whole thing. It's waterproof watch which you can wear for all sorts of occasions and events. And I gotta say, you know, I would have loved to have said, no, Rolex is not a connoisseur's choice. It's too mass market. The movement doesn't have the attention to detail that you would expect. And it's very cliche. Boom. But Rolex is so fucking good. It defies itself. I mean, this is a brand people love to hate. Okay, they love to hate Rolex. I mean, it's one of these things. Everyone says, "Oh, Rolex is overrated. It's this, it's that." There are always these fucking list of qualms about it. But why do they keep talking about Rolex? Why does Rolex always raise its head? And it's because the brand is so strong, so amazing. And I'd have to say, is Rolex a connoisseur's watch there? And I would say, within moderation, of course it is. But I don't believe Rolex is the be-all and end-all of watches. I mean, let's be honest there. I'm a huge fan of the Holy Trinity. The Pateks, the APs, the Vacherons, you know, those are really fantastic pieces. But that's not to say a Rolex isn't a connoisseur's choice. See, Rolex's criteria is different to, say, a Patek. A Patek, it's the attention to detail, it's the workmanship, it's the class of the piece. Whereas a Rolex is the durability, it's the longevity. It's got a different set of criteria. And look, a good way of talking about this is saying, well, a Patek Philippe is a Rolls Royce. Okay, so that's great. A Rolls Royce can be a bitch to park. You always got to make sure it doesn't get scratched or damaged. It's not something that is so easy to live with every day. It's big. It's long. It's difficult. You know, there's qualms with it. However, Rolex is like a BMW X5. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, you know, you could argue it's not real great value for money, but it just gets in there and does the job. And that's the whole thing. You've got to really appreciate that. So I think in many ways, I wouldn't say, you know, I don't think a connoisseur would just collect Rolex. But in the same token, I think you can be a connoisseur and have Rolex in your collection. And you've got to see it. I think the key to it is you've got to see Rolex for what it is. You've got to say, well, yes, the movement isn't as good as the Patek, the level of finishing. Now, I'm not saying the durability on a Rolex movement, they are amazing. There's amazing stories there. But, you know, very much so, Rolex is like the Hilux of wristwatches. It just goes and goes and goes. And this is the whole thing there. You know, the durability and the longevity and the fact that you can put it on without, you know, expensive leather straps and without worrying about the gold being dinted or scratched. It's so usable. And that's got to be worth something. It's got to be worth something. So, you know, I really think that's a fantastic question. Is Rolex a connoisseur's brand of watch? And if the connoisseur realizes if the connoisseur realizes its flaws, I think it can be a connoisseur's watch. Okay, that's my own opinion. I mean, nothing is perfect. I mean, the Pateks, they're a delicate watch. They're not something you can just abuse and use. They're a lot more sensitive. See, and this is the whole thing. Nothing is 100% solution. So I think that's a brilliant question. Is Rolex a connoisseur's choice? And my answer is, in moderation, it is. And I think you've got to see the flaws in all the brands. But I very much so. I'm actually going to be hunting for a sapphire steel Datejust very soon in the new year. And why do I want one? Because I want a watch I can take in water. I want a watch that I can wear anywhere. It can be my beater. And it's still, I want something that's classy and respected. So I've tried to be the complete snob and say Rolex isn't good enough for my collection. But I got to tell you, there's something missing. I need that everyday, durable. You may have a garage of supercars, Bugattis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, but you need a Honda Accord to get to fucking work without worrying about the car in the car park. You need something that just fucking works. And that's what Rolex does. So for that, you've got to give them kudos. I'm Archie Luxury, and I hope I've answered your question, Johnny. And please, fuckers, please follow Johnny Jarzen's lead. He's a fantastic fan. He's contributed a lot. And he's got his own red line print business. He's a fantastic guy. And I just want to say thanks, Johnny. See you later, fuckers!
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.
We're doing your crossword puzzle.
Open that.
That's cool.
Open that.
Open
There we
this.
go.
All right.
Green, green, green.
I wonder what it could be.
Oh, looky here.
A box.
Oh, boy. Holy crap.
Look inside.
Are you shit? I mean,
It's a Rolex.
damn, boy. Are y'all nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, almighty.
I know
Oh, Russell.
Take it off there. See you later.
Oh, no.
Just consider repayment for all those meals you bought.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. And I think it covers this present nicely.
Hey, anybody want a Seiko? Oh, God, Russell, y'all shouldn't have done that.
Oh yeah. Sure we should have.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Oh,
I
shit.
That
thought
was a no-brainer right there, buddy.
Thank you. You have that. Oh, come here, boy. Good God almighty.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that, man.
Oh, my God.
hey, what about us? What about me?
No, I didn't mention that I got it in Battery Park, did I?
That's all right. Do I have to make payments on it? That's okay, too.
Now you
Oh, my
open
God,
both
Russell.
I mean, it's just like the style you got.
Mommy.
That's why I got it, because it's like what you got. It's just
Mommy. Hey, I got
pretty, don't it?
Oh, man. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, you fit.
Pretty good, man. Last your lifetime.
Oh, God. I
Mommy.
don't know how to thank y'all for that.
Mommy.
I
Leave
can,
it to Russ and your
I
will.
can open it.
yeah.
Hey,